Hi guys, so I will be continuing the report, which is the third topic, the importance of traditional varieties. So the first one is traditional seeds are locally available because farmers collect good seeds from their own plots and keep them for the next season. So farmers preferably choose seeds from their own plots or from their own produce because they already know that the seeds are good. So these seeds are also kept to be planted for the next season. So in this is one of the reasons that farmers also does not buy or purchase any seeds from the market. So the second one is farmers either buy or exchange their seeds with other farmers or grow their own seeds. Therefore, the cost of seeds is minimal. So other farmers also prefers to buy or exchange seeds from other farmers. It is to minimize or to avoid the finance system because usually the seeds right now in the market are a little bit expensive, or simply they grow seeds that are already available. So the third one is native seeds are great to a subsistent economy as the farmers first grow food for his subsistence and or stock seeds for the next season and market the surplus only. So this means that native seeds are very helpful for the farmers because it helps them to provide their needs, their subsistence for number one, the food. And also native seeds are good for storing for the next season. Also the surplus seeds or the remaining seeds directly na mapupunta sa market or ipagbibili nila sa market. So the fourth one is native seeds embody indigenous knowledge. So a farmer who uses native seeds use his or her traditional knowledge, skills, and wisdom to grow them, promoting self-reliance. So this means that when we use native seeds, when farmers use native seeds, they highly appreciate the skills, the knowledge, the wisdoms, the techniques, and the practices of our ancestors, and it also promotes self-reliance. So the fifth one is an outstanding feature of native seeds is diversity. So if we use or grow native seeds during cropping season, it avoids us or minimizes crop failures, especially the plant diseases, wherein if we compare to commercial seeds, because commercial seeds is it highly encourages monocropping, which is very vulnerable to plant diseases or crop failures. So the sixth one is native seeds are hardy as they have over the years developed resistance to the pests and diseases. So that is why farmers really choose to grow or use native seeds for their cropping season, because as I've read, it is very resistant to the pests and diseases, where it is very opposite to the commercial seeds that are very vulnerable to crop failure. So the last importance is traditional seeds have high level of tolerance to conditions of stress and are adapted to local agroclimatic conditions. So indeed, traditional seeds and native seeds are really resistant and tolerant to specific agroclimatic conditions.
So what do we mean by the agroclimatic conditions? So it refers to the soil type, rainfall, temperature, and water availability, which highly influence the vegetation.
So let's proceed to the last topic, which is the seed conservation. So farming communities have always implemented conservation methods known to the formal sector, such as ex situ or the off-field and in situ or the in-field conservation strategies. So for in situ conservation provides farmer a valuable option for conserving crop biodiversity and helps to sustain evolutionary systems that are responsible for the generation of genetic variability. So let us discuss first what is the in situ or the in-field conservation. So mao ni siya ang kind of conservation wherein i-conserve nato siya sa place or areas ang mga living things, especially the seeds. Kay seeds man nga atong gina-focus karon, especially the seeds nga dito na in their natural habitats or katong mga areas nga dito na siya nagdevelop sa iyang properties, distinctive properties under distinctive contents. So that is it. So this is especially significant in many parts of the world subject to drought and other stresses because it is under such environmental extremes that variations useful for stress-resistant breeding are generated. So this kind of technique of conserving is highly introduced or highly used sa mga countries or parts of the world nga always maka-experience of drought and other stresses when it comes to their condition. Ginagamit po ni siya sa mga countries nga kung nga ilahang mga plants or produce is dili resistant to other climatic conditions, especially sa mga katong mga grabe kainit ng mga countries. Also, under these conditions, access to a wide diversity of local seeds probably provides the only reliable source of planting materials. So, as I've said earlier, katong mga countries or parts of the world nga kanang grabe maka-experience og drought or stress sa ilang climate is sometimes mo ni ang pinaka-reliable source nila. Kaning mga seeds that are used with the in-field conservation. Since wala sila ilaing makuan, so dito na lang sila sa mga seeds sa ilahang natural habitats. So the ability of such material to survive under these stresses is conditioned by their inherent broad genetic base. So the plant materials could survive by conditioning their inherent broad genetic base. So what do we mean by the inherent broad genetic base or simply the broad genetic base? So these are the plant populations that are composed with several pure lines such as the inbred lines or the homozygous and heterozygous lines. So the seed system used in most traditional farming system is based on the local production of seeds by the farmers themselves. So indeed no, katong mga farmers na nagagamit og traditional farming system is ginagamit lang pod nila is katong mga produce or katong mga seeds lang pod nga that are locally grown and that are locally produced. So farmers consistently retain seed as security measure to provide backup in case of crop failure. So what do we mean by retain? Retain is another term for reserve. So every time nga mag-harvest sila, na-adjust sila reserved nga mga seeds in case nga magka-problema sila because every now and then anytime gyud nga possible gyud nga mahitabo ang crop failure. So what they do is mag-reserve sila for them serve as backup sa kilang mga crop failures, especially stresses or crop diseases. We have here the community seed bank. So this is under the technique of the off-field conservation. So it represents one strategy for a collective maintenance of genetic diversity in crops or plant species. So mo ni siya ang seed banks or mga facilities wherein specific seeds or different kinds of seeds is dito nila ginatapok tapos gina-preserve. So this has low cost community level seed bank or seed storage facilities, and it also preserves climate multigating characteristics of traditional varieties, while at the same time serving as a base material for farmers to select special lines to meet their changing needs. So that is it, no? So collective seed banks is again where it is a storage facility, helps to preserve seeds. The advantage of using the off-field conservation is ma-protect nato ang atong mga preserved seeds sa mga climatic conditions. So wherein sa in situ manggod is ma-expose siya sa climate tapos dili gyud nato mapugnan gyud nga mahitabo gyud ang mga something bad climatic conditions. So wherein the exit 2 is silyado kaayo ang mga seeds, dili siya kaayo mahilabtan, then murag sigurado siya nga ma-preserve gyud ang seeds. So I did not discuss the other technique of seed conservation, which is the ex situ or the off-field conservation. So kani siya nga technique is opposite siya sa in situ, which is ginapadako nila or gina-conserve nila ang seeds outside of their natural habitats. Example are the planting systems, the facilities or special areas wherein dito nila gina-develop ang distinctive properties or factors sa mga seeds. So, farmers play a big role in improving market outlets through enabling communities to produce crop of known quality and in stabilizing prices over changing situations. So, indeed, no, ang farmers is a big help or support sa communities, especially for this food subsistence and because they enable communities or gina-encourage sila ang mga tao sa community to produce or grow crops that are locally known sa ilahang community. Also because big help sila kasi every time nga maglahi-lahi ang situations, gina-stabilize sila ang price. Dili nga kung mahal per me or kung barato per me. So ilahang gina-adjust in every situations. So this means that the community seed banks development contributes towards promoting economic empowerment of farmers. So through this community seed bank in their facilities is nag-aatag siya development and contributes towards promote siya sa economic empowerment sa mga farmers, especially sa farmers, and also to the products nga gina-produce nila. Likewise, the establishment of species adapted to extreme environments in field gene banks at strategic sites can provide a reserve for places where traditional crops may have completely failed. So, ang katong mga genes or what they call, it's not genes, So, the traditional seeds that are extremely adapted to extreme environments, there are possibilities nga ma-fail gud siya in any circumstances. So, this field gene banks this is the area or specified areas nga murag backup siya para sa mga native seeds or traditional varieties sa seeds nga na-fail. So, to the rescue ang field gene banks, which is always siya naka-reserve for any possible things that could happen sa traditional areas.
So thank you for listening, guys. God bless and have a great day.